Infrastructure boost, including the state budget, will help support Victoria's booming population, as the National Rental Affordability Scheme is aimed to reduce rental costs for low to medium income households and increase the number of more affordable rental houses. As property tax at 48% of state revenue, these two measures have affected the real estate market to a certain extent.
It will stimulating economic growth. Since the economy in the east side area of Melbourne is relatively more active than the area in the west. If the balance between these two areas can be achieved, the sharing on resources and the mutual assistance will be necessary. It won't cause any obvious impact on the current real estate market, but the situation is only temporary. In the long run, the state budget will have some influence on the market. Since the budget plans for each year will affect the plan for the next 5 years.
Firstly, infrastructure investment is going to slash red tape and get new homes and renovations finished faster by putting an end to protracted permit applications for simple projects. In addition, according to Property Council of Australia, the apartment's quality is required to reach a high standard.
Economic development has resulted in the standardization in the business. From the perspective of real estate business, the increase of the population and their demands will help to perfect the system. In the field of infrastructure construction, the support from the government is still needed to meet the demands of the economic activities and to satisfy the housing needs. When the demand and the supply of the housing market is balanced, the population in this area will be relatively stable. The property market has kept its growth for 20 years, though the market is coming down now. I think it was due to the Australian government's restriction on immigration and housing loans. The real estate market, especially for the apartment buildings, is now becoming saturated. Australia has a large number of immigrants. The real estate business drove the economic development in the whole Australia. The government's budget only increased the tax of the local people, which means the immigrants are likely to have more disposable income. However, it does not have much influence on boosting the Australian property market through cutting the taxation for the immigrants.
Lastly, property investors have two votes in Melbourne's Lord Mayor elections. Could choose the next Melbourne Lord Mayor, which means the importance of real estate to Melbourne's economy.
Australia's main economic growth depends on the real estate business. The tourism cannot compete with the real estate gains. In this case, the government demands a healthier and higher standard for the real estate development. The government will also give more support to the business because they want to win the investors' support on the vote.
From the whole Australian economic market, from the rapid growth of population and economy, the demand of residential building also keep increase, so the property investor supply of residential building will not decrease. 泽南黄 from Mojo